And
Okay, so actually, let's make this video just about like how you know whether you have real GH and how much you got to take of real versus fake. So, how much of the HGH that you think bodybuilders are using or buying on the street is real versus fake, or has degraded to the point where it's not effective anymore based on being not refrigerated or being transported incorrectly?
Yeah, when it comes down, you have the 191 sequence of amino acids. That's what makes up growth hormone. And at the storage conditions, even when you get it from the doctor, it will say keep in a cool, dry spot at this temperature. So anything over, you start degrading it, just like a peptide. It starts degrading and it'll degrade rapidly. And so you're shipping from China, and you're getting it from, whether it's a good manufacturer or not, it could have been perfect, could have been almost as good as from your doctor. But then they put them in these warehouses, there's no AC, you've been to China, those warehouses, there's no AC in there, and they sit in that box, and sometimes up to a month. And that humidity, all that stuff gets
Okay, so heat, time, humidity. Well, does humidity get inside the bottle?
Not into the growth,
okay,
as much as getting other things.
Into other things. All right, and then what else would degrade it? How about shaking it, like transportation vibration?
No, because they usually, the ones you're getting from China are in the powder form, a puck, and so you can shake it. They typically don't move. Now, if it was reconstituted, then you start shaking it, you'll see all the bubbles. That's how you know there's protein inside it. Those bubbles pretty much mean you're starting to damage it.
Oh.
So if you start shaking it when it was in a liquid form, yeah, that's why they say you swirl it around and let it break up naturally that way. Because if you shake it up, it's such a delicate protein, it's going to be, I don't know the numbers on that, but you're going to start damaging it.
Okay, so to summarize, if you get real HGH, you're going to feel the claw, you're going to feel the carpal tunnel, the tightness in the hand and the joints.
It's hard to make a fist.
That a lot of the stuff from China is real, it's just the problem is, or anybody else, the shipping, the time that it spends in the warehouse and degrading. What other quick bullet points?
That's pretty much the main ones. In a lot of these companies, it's funny, they'll have a contract or there'll be a vitamin C company. They're making multivitamins. And then in the back door, they're making growth hormone. And so they might have a really bad process of making it, because there's different processes of making it. And so they could be making something that's 50% of what they think it is. So you might be getting a 50% grade, and then it goes through all that.
Do you think people can rely on certain brand names over other brand names?
Yeah, there's been
okay, what if I told you that it's common in China for knockoff brands to make perfect replicas of Pfizer and Merck?
Oh yeah, them, Mexico too, both of those.
So then how could you rely on the brand if it's just as easy to fake?
It's your supplier.
Brand.
You have to go, whatever your supplier is, you order from the same place every time. And what you would do is you can go LabCorp, I believe was $65, you get your growth hormone tested. So what you do is you buy from this one supplier, you buy whatever growth, so maybe there was 5, you would take 10 units, 2.5 hours later, you go in, you call LabCorp, you have it done, 3 days later you get your test results, this is how much growth hormone is in your body, because that's when it peaks in your blood. So you would do it about 2.5 hours later, and you'll see this is my number on this, you take this one, this is my number on this, and then you compare it, and then you order from the same source. So,
brilliant.
Yeah. And then you're more like, if you're trying to get a name brand, Europe is where you would want to buy from.
Okay, how long do you think that after you reconstitute growth hormone, it's good for?
If it's in the fridge, if you're keeping it cool, I mean, if you look at Norditropin, Gentropin, the AQs, any of the aqueous solutions, those are good for months. I mean, they're produced, they're up to, I believe, like 18 months or so.
Okay.
And they do have a preservative in it, but once they're cool, they're good for a while. So.
All right. Coach Trevor, thank you very much. Next, we're going to do a video on all kinds of other things about growth hormone and IGF. We got so many topics, so stay tuned and be swell and swole, my friends.
Get enhanced. Become superhuman. Welcome to the future of health and fitness.